Eric Dickerson and Dan Marino were the two best rookies in pro football in 1983. Dickerson's rec specs had a first-hand view of his 1,808 rushing yards. That was a rookie record. Meanwhile, Marino led the AFC in passing in his freshman campaign. So how would these young stars follow it up? Well, let's just say neither one of them ever heard of a sophomore slump.
Marino back to throw. He will fire it down the far side. Caught by Duper at the 50, down to the 40. He may go. 25, 20. Duper scores.
That's a nice piece of running, showing you, look at this and take that. That's fun to watch.
That was week 1. Dickerson averaged over 6 yards per carry, putting up 138 rushing yards on the Cowboys. Marino's 5 touchdown passes got him off the blocks quickly towards a record-breaking season, and the beginning of the end for NFL defenses.
Marino drops to throw, looks left, he's got a man open. Jensen, touchdown.
Unfortunately, no pair of jumper cables could start up the Rams' passing game. Thus, Dickerson's campaign was a bit unusual. The former SMU product was the workhorse in John Robinson's offense. Okay, actually, he was John Robinson's offense. After a Week 9 blowout loss to the 49ers, Dickerson was leading the league in rushing with 963 yards. But his Rams were only 5-4, and he needed to put the team on his back.
Dickerson pops it up the middle of the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, touchdown!
First down call at the 48 of Atlanta. The pitch back to Dickerson, wants to turn it left, cuts it back inside the 40, to the 40, to the 35, 30, to the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown!
During the final 7 games of the season, Dickerson ran for, get this, 1,242 yards in 7 games at over 6.5 yards per carry. That's an average of 177 rushing yards a game. If you were playing fantasy football back then, your head would have exploded. It was in Week 15, however, where Dickerson ran into history.
They come out double tight end set, slot right formation. First down from their own 36-yard line. Kemp takes the snap, gives to Dickerson, turns right. He is at the 40. He's got it to the 45-yard line. Dickerson picks up about 9 yards on the play and a brand new single-season rushing record for the outstanding star from Southern Methodist.
Dickerson single-handedly carried LA to the playoffs in 1984, turning in the greatest season a running back has ever had. His 2,105 yards shattered O.J. Simpson's single-season mark. Dickerson also carried the ball 390 times at a 5.6 yard per carry average. Think about that. Meanwhile, Marino's touchdown passes kept rolling on. He tossed at least 2 every game over the first 10 weeks. Now, no player had ever thrown for 4,000 yards in his second year. Marino cruised past that in Week 14. That same week, he buried another record.
Wide open field, throws for a touchdown, and there's the record. Number 37 on the season.
And like Dickerson, Marino saved the best for last. Needing a strong finish to clinch home field advantage, Marino threw 4 touchdown passes in each of his last 4 games. Miami's final contest, a Monday night slugfest with the Cowboys, would come down to the best player on the field.
Cowboys show blitz. Here is Marino. Quick drop, throws for the sideline. Caught! This may go! 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Miami!
Marino had already set the touchdown record. In that win over the Cowboys, he became the youngest quarterback to ever win 14 starts. And a couple of weeks later, the first to take his team to the Super Bowl in only his second year.
Marino sets his ball club from the Steeler 40. He drops quickly to throw. Looks right across the middle. He's got Clayton open. 10, 5. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Marino's 1984 season is arguably the greatest offensive campaign ever. 14-2. The first quarterback to pass for 5,000 yards. And that record had stood for 27 years. And 48 touchdowns. That's just unreal. Meanwhile, Dickerson's 84 rushing total still stands some 32 years later. Crazy that these two pulled it off the same year, right? But there's a fun side note here. There must have been something in the players' Gatorade in 1984 because that same year, Mark Gastineau set the single-season sack record. Art Monk caught the most passes in a season. And remember that Dolphins-Cowboys game? Miami wide receiver Mark Clayton set a new record with his 18th touchdown reception. 1984. What an incredible year it was.